Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning to all you all that are watching. It is early Tuesday morning. I am definitely on my way to serve. Woo. I did not want to get out of bed, but I pushed. Something about this beautiful fall weather. Sometimes it does make me want to stay in, but we're going into the winter months now. It's a little bit colder. Demetrius Thomas, I'm coming to you all via my YouTube channel, doing a recording. Used to go live all the time, but these next 40 days, I just want to take some time and do some caring for myself and not doing any lives, but I want to do my videos that I'm recording and then I'll upload on my channel. Healing to Help Heal 1122. This is what I do. I was just informed by one of my mentors, you are an influencer. I said, I don't think I want that title, but I get it. It's part of the process. It's part of understanding this is all connected to the purpose. So you all know that I share my life. I share my journey with hopes to help someone to be okay with hurting, with the hopes to help someone to be okay with it's truth, it's your truth, it did happen, and with the hopes to help someone heal. So yes, it happened, it hurt, and let's heal. So it sounds better than it feels, but I'm okay with the journey, because one thing about being on this level of the journey is two things happen. You get unstuck, you get healed for real, or you're going to stay very miserable, even if it's low-key, for a long time until you do the process the correct way. And you're talking to someone who that was my journey. If you're watching this, I ask that you if you'll hit the like button, if you'll hit the notification button, you'll get notified whenever I do upload a video. So if you hit the notification button, it's the little bell button. I think it's to the right. If you hit that button, you'll get notifications. And then you can also share it out. When I say share it out, when you share it on your page, you never know who's on your page that I'm not friends with that can use some of the content that I'm sharing. You all know I talk about healing. That's what the channel will be all about. But not just healing from the grief of my 26-year-old baby boy, which just made 3 years, November the 22nd. But healing from unhealthy connections, healing from being so vulnerable, and healing to the point where you pay attention to what's happening around you, whether it's with girlfriends, boyfriends, siblings, cousins, healing from your own self. And when I say that, I mention family too, friends, co-workers, but then also healing from your own self. I could see myself, I was spiraling pretty fast and self-sabotaging, and it's what I can now call it and understand it. But I'm healing, and I love the fact that I'm understanding what's really going on. This is why you will hear me say a lot. If you've watched my live feeds, you've heard me say it, but you would definitely hear me say this. On the journey to healing is to just recognize your part in it. When I set out my intentions to heal, let me tell you what happened with my life. When I set my intentions out to heal, I had to take upon my own responsibility. I had to take upon my own accountability. Some of the things I didn't like, what I learned about myself. Some of the things I still don't like, what I learned about myself. But until I got to the point where I had to see myself and the part that I played in some of the actions is when I can really heal. And I can really get the lesson out of the healing. No regrets. You'll hear me say that too. I don't have any regrets. Hard as the pain has been for the last 3 years, there's really no regrets. There have been lessons and blessings. So this is why I say there's no regrets, because I've learned so much. If I didn't go down some of these journeys and paths, I'd still be what they call a green girl. If I didn't go down some of these journeys and paths, I wouldn't be as strong as I am today. I was definitely a barrel of water prior to the death of my son, but I'm still a barrel of water at times, but I've learned how to process a lot of what I'm feeling. I've learned how to embrace a lot of what I'm feeling. And when you hear me say after the pain, it just came to heal me and help me. It really came to help me really look at myself from a very authentic, genuine space and say, listen, sister, you got to work on this. You have to do this. You have to realize that if you was not in this space, you would make those decisions. Trust me, there's a consequence, or there's a purpose behind every decision. Just like there's a purpose behind pain, there's a purpose behind problems, there's also a purpose behind every decision we make. Every decision. And what I've learned on my journey, what's so powerful to me, is I now get the understanding of folks that I was around. Listen at me. Folks that I was around, folks that I was amongst, who were solid, like in one aspect of their life, but yet they was so, I'm gonna use the word jacked up, because that's the word I use, in other areas. And that experience was great for me, because I'm a person, this is how I live. What you see is what you get. And I take people at their word. I take people at, and not that I'm saying I'm perfect, because I've been these people before. But after a few decades of living, 3, 4, 5, 6, there's some things that we should know about ourselves. There's some things that we should know better to do. And we just don't. It's just, I'm being really honest. But I've learned on this journey to healing, and I've gotten a great understanding why it is not taking place, why it doesn't take place, why it hadn't taken place. Healing is not easy. It's hard work. It's and the more consistent you are with it, the more intentional you are about it, I promise you, the more benefits you'll get from it. And you're not going to see, listen, if you're watching this, you're not going to see your healing right away. You'll never see healing right away. I'm just seeing some things from 2 years ago, right now, at the end of 22. Seriously, just seeing some things. I'm just able to embrace, I'm able to share some of my hurts from my son's death and the experiences beyond. I'm just able to share from a very, very solid place. And what's so powerful is putting in the work and calming your emotions down and calming your spirit down. You really can get to a very powerful place of understanding and listening and paying attention to the quiet voice and paying more attention to your intuition. That's the key. A lot of us, and I've said this before on my live feeds, this is my 10-minute talk about it segment. A lot of us as humans, we're very busy. When I say busy, we're busy working, making money, trying to make bills meet, or we are making bills, closing deals, winning contracts, shopping, traveling. I get all of that. We have family, we have things that we have going on. But what America has not done, even since COVID, that's why things have shifted so much. We really don't know what it is to be still. And not just be still, but listen and pay attention to what's really going on around us. Because in our stillness, we're still busy. In our stillness, we're still busy. And you may say, what does that look like? What does that feel like? What does that look like? What does that feel like? In our stillness, our minds are still taking over. In our stillness, our fingers are still taking over. Social media is taking over. In our stillness, we're still not still. Meaning we can be laying still. And this is so powerful to me, because that was part of my experience too in 2020. I mean, I've never been amongst folks who were still, but they were not still. I mean, I was so broken and vulnerable. A lot of my stillness was everything on my mind. A lot of the regrets of my son and my connections. But when I say still and not still is when I could see folks on Facebook and Twitter and Backpage, you name it, all of these crazy accounts for hours and hours in the evenings. They were present, but they were not present. Did you hear what I said? You're present, you're still, you're in a quiet place, but you're not really still. It's not easy to put your phone down for hours. And see, I'm not even talking to anyone. I'm not texting, I'm not calling, I'm not messaging, I'm not answering any DMs, I'm not sending any DMs, I'm not setting up any dates, I'm not accepting any dates. You know, I've worked for the day, and I'm just gonna sit here with my thoughts. The majority of Americans can't do it. We're not mentally healed to that space to do it, because a lot of us allow the things that we've done, said, the way we've operated to convict us mentally and to make us feel unworthy. We don't want to sit with ourselves. We don't want to sit with our thoughts. We don't want to be alone, because we feel like we're alone, but we're really not alone. But that's what real healing looks like, and I get that. even when my dad died, I remember I went on a 3-day sabbatical. I checked into a hotel. I did not turn the TV on. I did not do anything for 3 days. I sat with my thoughts. The first day and a half, I thought I was going to lose my mind. But eventually, I had to slow it all down and think through some things, process, and that's what I'm saying. I get it that people can't do it, won't do it. But to really be still while you're still, and to quiet your mind, and to really be realistic with yourself, and to see things for what they are, and to see yourself. It doesn't make you a bad person to overlook your life in 2022 and say, what can you do better? What could I have done better? What could I have said better? That's how you get better. CEOs do it at companies all the time, except they do it every 3 months. They don't do it at the end of the year. I already know what 2023 is planned out to me. It's already written. Now I do that with the space to let God have his way too, because I am well aware that I make a plan, but God has a master plan. I have a desire, but he has a perfect desire for my life. But I do put things in order, and it's so powerful that I can do things now from a very calm space. My heart and soul and spirit was all over the place 2020, 2021. And when I walked in 2022, my ultimate prayer was, God, continue to work on me, continue to heal me on a whole entire different level. And he's doing just that. But you're going to have to put in work. You have to be still. When you're still, you have to be still. And watch God heal you. And he'll reveal to you. And he'll reveal to you things and people and folks all around you. You'll make decisions that you don't even understand. Trust me. Trust me on that. You'll be okay with saying, no, I'm not going. No, I don't have to attend it. You'll owe man nothing but love. That's it. And that's my prayer for everyone that's watching me today. I went over a little bit. It's a 10-minute talk about it segment. Demetrius Thomas coming to you, sharing my heart. And I said the other day, on this next 40 days, I think I'm about 6 days in, that I'll be dabbling in and out of some of my recordings. And today I just wanted to come from a heart space. But I'm going to take my time, and I'll be peeking on some of the topics that's going on in the world, but some of the topics that I dealt with to get me to this space. Again, it was a lot of hard work, but it was some good work too. Because when I can feel my heart mending, and I can feel my spirit relaxing, and I can feel my soul healing, that's what I'm talking about. It's not fake. It's not something that I'm going to put on airs around people and I'm going to put on fronts. No, I just can't do it. I'm not going to come on here and record one thing and in my private life doing another thing, saying and acting another way. That's one reason. A main reason I really had to get healed, because I watched that 2021. Very successful people who are very broken. And so that's my heart space. I hope y'all have an amazing Tuesday. Know that you're loved. Know that I'm praying with you and for you. And I pray that you do the same thing for myself. Look forward to 23. Put out some visions. Write the vision and make it plain. Do your vision boards. Believe them. Ask God to give you new dreams, give you new hope, new desires. Ask God to continue to heal and mend everything around you. Everything that concerns you concerns him. Y'all continue to pray for me as I pray for you. Love, peace, and happiness. Demetrius Thomas, your psychologist.